When I went into labor 3 weeks early, my husband, Oliver, was away for work. We'd planned for his parents to drive me to the hospital if it happened suddenly. They promised, over and over, that they'd be there. But when the time came, they didn't pick up. After several ignored calls, my mother-in-law finally answered. She told me to wait until the contractions were closer because they were busy, having lunch with my sister-in-law and her new boyfriend. I told her I needed to go now, but she brushed me off like it was nothing. So I grabbed my keys and drove myself to the hospital while in labor. Hours later, Oliver called back and was furious when he found out. He rushed home, and when he arrived, he promised me one thing: his parents would never have access to our baby again. Our son was born healthy, but his parents didn't visit, didn't call, didn't even text for 2 whole days. When they finally did, they casually said they'd forgotten because they were caught up in lunch. Forgotten about their grandchild's birth. Oliver lost it. He told them they were selfish and that they'd thrown away their chance to be grandparents. Then he hung up and blocked them. But soon they started messaging me, saying I was a snitch, that I'd turned Oliver against them, that I was overreacting. They said the baby was fine, so what was the big deal? That was when I realized this wasn't just a mistake. It was who they really were, people who only cared about themselves. Weeks passed. Then one morning our doorbell wouldn't stop ringing. It was them, his parents and sister, holding flowers, gifts, and balloons like everything was fine. When we opened the door, Oliver told them we didn't need anything from them. Not gifts, not fake apologies. His mom started speaking to me in this mocking baby voice, saying, "We all make mistakes, sweetie. Let's move on for the baby's sake." I was stunned. Before I could respond, Oliver snapped. He told her, "This isn't daycare. Don't talk to my wife like that. You stopped being grandparents the second you refused to help her." They started arguing, saying we were overreacting, that we were being petty for keeping them from their grandchild. That's when I lost it. I told them to leave or I'd call the police. I said our baby already had enough love from us. We didn't need theirs. They shouted that Oliver was an ungrateful son and stormed off, but we didn't care. We held our baby close and promised each other they'd never come near him again. A week later, they emailed us, not to apologize, but to explain. Apparently, Sarah's boyfriend was extremely successful, the son of a millionaire businessman, and they didn't want to be rude by leaving lunch. That's why they ignored me while I was in labor, because he was rich. They actually thought that excuse would make things better, but it only made everything worse. They'd chosen money over family, image over love. When my parents found out, my mom was furious. My dad, who has heart problems, just said, "You did the right thing. Some people don't deserve a second chance." I can't share the full story here, but if you want the whole truth, the full video is in the description below. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more.